Hello world, it's Hatim Tekri. In this video, we'll talk about the while loop. We have understand what is loop in the last video and why we need a loop and the types of loop. So in this video, we'll see the while loop. So first we see the flow chart of while loop. So this is the flow chart of while loop. So first, for every loop, we have to create the counter variable. And before starting the loop, we have to initialize the counter value with some value. So the first part of the flowchart is initialization, which means that the initialization of counter variable. And after that, the condition part. This condition part is the most important part of the loop. And this condition will decide the ending point of the loop. So the ending point of the loop is depend on the condition. And then if the condition gives true result, then the control goes to the body of the loop and perform the code inside the loop block. And if the condition gives false result, then it come out of the loop and perform code after loop block. Now the condition of the loop is depend on the initial value of the counter. For example, if we want to print the hello world 10 times, then let's assume that the initial counter value is equal to 0. Then we create the condition as the counter value less than or equal to 9. So if we mention the condition that the counter value less than equal to 9 and the initial counter value is 0, then it's print hello world 10 times. But in case if the initial value of the counter is equal to 1, then in that case we have to write the condition that the counter value is less than or equal to 10. If the initial value of counter is 0, then the condition would be counter value less than equal to 9. And if the initial counter value is 1, then the condition would be counter value less than equal to 10. So this condition is based on the initial value of the counter. And this initial value is very important to start the loop, because if there is no initial value, then loop doesn't start and there is no execution of loop. So this initial value is the starting point of the loop. And how the loop goes in the repetitive manner. So first, when we assign the initial value to the counter, it's check the condition and goes inside the loop. And after executing the code inside the loop, it increment the counter value. And then again it goes to the condition. And if the condition gives true result, then it comes inside the loop and perform the task. If the condition gives false result, then it come out of the loop and perform code after loop block. So now we see the example of while loop using the program. So move on to the program. First clear this. So first we create the counter value and initialize the counter value with 0. Now we see the syntax to write the while loop. So for the while loop, first we write while keyword and then inside the bracket we put the condition. Here inside this bracket we put our condition. So this is the program to write hello world 10 times. For executing the loop 10 times, we write the condition that counter variable is less than or equal to 9. Now inside the loop block, we write print hello world. And after the code, we write the increment functionality. So in increment functionality, we increment the counter variable by 1. So counter equal to counter plus 1. Now click on the run button. Sorry, it's my bad. I have made a mistake while spelling of while. Now click on the run button. And yeah, it's print hello world 10 times. We have mentioned the initial value of the counter equal to 0. Then we write the condition as counter variable is less than or equal to 9. Now we change the initial value of the counter. We change the initial value of counter from 0 to 1 and let's see the changes. Now change the initial value from 0 to 1. So now the loop starts from 1 and end at 9. So according to the initial value and the condition, it's print hello world 9 times. And let's see the output. And yeah, count the number of hello world. It's print hello world 9 times. because we have changed the initial value from 0 to 1. So the condition of the loop is depends on the initial value. So in this case, right now we have changed the initial value. So we have to change the condition also, because the condition is depends on the initial value. So now we change the condition from less than equal to 9 to less than equal to 10. So let's change the condition less than equal to 10. Now it's print hello world 10 times. Click on the run button. Pause the video and check the number of hello world. It's print hello world 10 times. So the conclusion is the condition of the loop is depends on the initial value. For example, so if you want to print hello world 10 times, then the condition to print the hello world 10 times is depends on the initial value of the counter. So there is no fixed rule to print hello world 10 times you have to mention this condition. No, this condition is depends on the initial value. If we put initial value is equal to 0, then the condition will be less than equal to 9. And if we make the initial value of the counter is equal to 1, then the condition would be less than equal to 10. So in this video, we have seen the while loop, flowchart of while loop, the syntax to write the while loop, and the example of while loop using the program. So that's it for this video, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.